You already know. It's your boy, the Maniac. And you already know why I'm here. I'm here to talk that post-fight. That David, the Monster Benavidez versus David Morrell post-fight. And man, oh man. But before I do, you already know I'm repping the Four Corners Boxing, baby, and the Boxing Roundtable. Make sure you go like, share, subscribe to both channels. Now, with that being said, let's talk about it. But before we talk about it, oh yeah, you see that Michigan, baby? Yeah, it looked real good. But anyway, let's talk about it. David Benavidez versus David Morrell. What a fight, guys. What a fight. You want to talk about a fight that was fought on a high level, high intensity, back and forth. This was it. These fighters left it all in the ring. All in the ring. Regardless who you was rooting for, you must applaud both fighters because they brought it, man. They brought it. Let's start with Benavidez, man. Listen, he just showed why he's the monster. It's just not knocking people out and overwhelming them. It's also mentally strong. He a monster mentally too. He know that, he feel that, he embodies that. And he showed that Saturday. Because Morrell this is the first time that I could remember that I seen a fighter that had Benavidez on the ropes, his back on the ropes multiple times. Why? Because Morrell was bringing it to him. And he was landing leather. That leather was landing. Bing, bang, bing, bing. But guess what? Benavidez is just relentless, man. He's just relentless. He has that I refuse to lose mentality. And he just outworked Morrell, man. This is what it was. He outworked him. This is simple, bro. This is a simple breakdown. Morrell, on the other hand, I think he was a little too brave, right? He should have fought on the outside a little bit. Make Benavidez think. Make this a tactical fight, right? Don't prove no point. You don't need to prove anything. You're here to win the fight. So I think him engaging too much was what cost him, because he just stood in Benavidez's wheelhouse. And Benavidez show you that you're not going to outfight me. Nope. That's not happening. At least not right now. At least not right now. And he just couldn't. He outworked Morrell. Man, if Morrell would have stood on the outside, used his jab, move, more athletic, he has, he's a little lighter on his feet, should have used that more, then I think this fight could have been a draw, perhaps Morrell winning. But he didn't do it. He did it very seldom. He was more on the attack mode than anything. It was just back and forth, man. These were just two rams going bang, head up, bang. And Benavidez showed, man, he just outworked him. Body, jab. Again, Benavidez is just not a come forward pressure fighter. This guy brings it. Meaning he could jab, guys. He sets up his offense. The way he moves, the way he cuts off the ring, he's very strategic. His IQ is very underrated. Very underrated, man. Benavidez is going to be a tough out. Whether that be Bevo next, whether that be Better Beef next, he will have a great shot at beating either fighter when time comes. But we will see, man. But a hell of a fight, man. David Morrell has earned his props. He has earned his credit. And 11 wins he got in that ring. And he brought it to Benavidez. A lot in that fight, man. So he got nothing to be ashamed of. So I can't wait to see him very soon. Put Morrell with the loser of Better Be Bevo. I take that. Winner, winner, loser, loser. We win. The fans win. But anyway, there was also on the card. Let's just start from the beginning, the opener. We had Jesus Ramos versus Jason Rosario. I mean, this was a one-sided beatdown. Rosario showed toughness. He showed he could take an ass whipping, and that was an ass whipping. There's really not much to it. He didn't let his hands go. It just was no game plan. And Bob Santos, come on, man. You should have done better, man. You should have looked out for your fighter, because he was taking more punishment than he needed to in that fight, man. But luckily, the referee stopped. They say, yo, enough is enough. Get him up out of here. Jesus Ramos, this fight was at middleweight. That's 160 pounds. He said 154 is where he feel more comfortable. And look, Just like my man Dream said, he texted me, he said, Ramos is food at 54. I absolutely agree with that. He'll be tough, but he's still food at 54. Now, the next fight. Wow, man, oh man. That gets another man, oh man. Pitbull, Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus Angel Fierro. Listen, man, early on in the fight, this looked like this was only going to go about 4 or 5 rounds. Pitbull was landing bombs. He was just, he couldn't miss, man. Everything he threw, he was hitting Fierro with the kitchen sink and more. And he was rocking him. And I'm like, damn, bro, this guy's not going away. Shout to my brother Johnny, the hangout spot. I text him and I told him, yo, I told you this is easy food for Pitbull. Guess what? This ended up being Fight of the Year candidate. My goodness. Because Angel Fierro said, nah. I'm Mexican too, papi. You a Pitbull? I'm a Pitbull too. Might not be my nickname, but I got that Pitbull blood in my blood. And boom. He was bringing in a Pitbull. And that's one thing. No head movement. And he was there catching Pitbull. And this is the first time I seen a fighter that was able, not the whole fight, but at least half of it, was able to fight with Pitbull. And I said it, there's nobody at 140 that can outfight him. I wouldn't say Fierro out for him, but bro, he was step for step with him. And that was a hell of a fight, man. Pitbull, again, puts his name in the forefront. I just think he just has problem with movers. He wants to debunk that theory that he doesn't have problems with movers, then fight a mover next, champ. And that's it. And cook their ass so we can stop saying that. Until then, we know these are the guys you have trouble with, Pitbull. Them guys that are in front of you, these are the guys you thrive against. And why the fight, man? Shout to Fierro, man. He brought it. Pitbull brought it. But trust me, bro, the next day, these guys was eating a bacon, egg, and Tylenol. Because I know they woke up with headaches. And the co-main event. No more Cool Boy, excuse me. Steven Scooter Fulton versus the Heartbreak Kid, Brandon Figueroa. This was a rematch that took place 4 years ago at 122 pounds, but this time was at 126. Fulton's last fight, he did not look good at all. Physically, mentally, even though he won the fight, just didn't look good. Figueroa, on the other hand, he did. So I went ahead and said, look, man, I just don't think Fulton is there mentally anymore. And then at this weight, I got to give it a Figueroa. And man, I was wrong. Oh, yeah. Wrong. Because Fulton showed skill, man. And he fought and he used that ability, man. And there was nothing Figueroa could do. He couldn't jab. He looked very amateurish, man. And it was bad. He looked bad. Majority of the fight, just couldn't do anything, man. And Fulton put on the clinic, man. Shout to him. Two-time world two-division world champ, excuse me. Now at 126, hold the WBC. There's gonna be good fights for him there, man. Hell of a night of boxing. The call lived up to his hype and more. Man, shout to PBC and Amazon. Y'all did your thing. I know Uncle Al, we be cooking you, because your company look like it's... But regardless, this card put on. Anyway, it's your boy, the Maniac, and I'm out. One.